Offshore fishing boats have completely changed over the last decade. What used to be simple center consoles built purely for fishing have now evolved into some of the most advanced offshore machines ever created. These boats are faster, larger, more luxurious, and more capable than ever before. And in this video, we're breaking down the top 20 best offshore fishing boats for 2026. My name is Dylan, and let's get right into this video. So starting off this list at number 20 is the KMOS 34 CT. KMOS entered the offshore market aggressively, and the 34 CT immediately made people pay attention. The boat combines modern styling, speed, and serious fishability into one very refined package. Everything about it feels performance-oriented. The layout is clean, the ride quality is solid, and it's very obvious this boat was designed by people who understand offshore fishing. For a newer offshore brand, KMOS earned respect extremely fast. Now at number 19, we've got the Frontrunner 39 center console. If you know offshore boats, you know Frontrunner. This is one of those brands that serious offshore guys instantly respect. The 39 center console became known for speed, efficiency, and an absolutely incredible ride for a step-tall boat. Frontrunner built its reputation around performance, and this boat perfectly represents that identity. This isn't a flashy marina boat, it's a boat built to run hard offshore. Now at number 18 is the Blackfin 40 center console. Blackfin has always had a reputation for building strong offshore boats, and the 40 center console helped bring the brand back into the high-end offshore conversation. This boat blends fishability with comfort very well. It feels solid offshore, handles rough water confidently, and still gives owners a very refined experience on board. That balance helped Blackfin stand out in a crowded market. Now at number 17, we've got the Jupiter 43. Jupiter built its reputation around clean styling, quality construction, and serious offshore capability, and the 43 became one of the boats that best represented that philosophy. This boat has always been respected for its ride quality and refined offshore feel. It's elegant without sacrificing fishability, and that's exactly why Jupiter built such a loyal following. Now at number 16, we've got the Formula 45-7 center console. Formula approached center consoles differently than most brands. Instead of focusing only on hardcore fishing, they pushed heavily into luxury, technology, and comfort while still maintaining true offshore capability. The 45-7 became one of the best examples of that balance. This boat feels more like a floating supercar than a traditional center console. Now at number 15 is the Pursuit S38. Pursuit has always built boats with refinement in mind, and the S38 captures that perfectly. This boat combines luxury level comfort with real offshore usability. It's polished, extremely comfortable, and beautifully finished, but underneath all that luxury is still a very capable offshore fishing platform. For many owners, Pursuit represents the perfect middle ground between family, luxury, and serious offshore fishing. Now at number 14, we've got the Scout 43.5 LXF. Scout helped redefine what luxury center consoles could become. The 43.5 became famous because it pushed styling, technology, and premium features to another level. When this boat launched, it immediately felt futuristic. The massive glass windshield, the technology, and sleek design made it stand out instantly, and it proved there was a massive demand for ultra-premium center consoles. Now at number 13, we've got the Regulator 41. Regulator built its reputation around one thing: rough water confidence, and the 41 represents that reputation perfectly. This boat feels heavy, planted, and extremely solid offshore. When conditions get ugly, Regulator boats earn respect very quickly. That's why so many offshore anglers trust them. These boats feel like tanks in the best possible way. Now at number 12, we've got the Costa 39 TE. Costa boats are still somewhat under the radar compared to larger mainstream brands, but serious offshore guys know exactly how capable these boats really are. The 39 TE became respected because of its efficiency, clean ride, and hardcore fishability. And because Costa doesn't mass produce boats at the same level as some bigger brands, they've maintained a very custom high-end feel. At number 11 is the Everglades 45 center console. Everglades built its reputation around safety, innovation, and ride quality. and the 45 center console became one of the most impressive offshore platforms they've ever built. From the ram cap construction to the extremely dry ride, this boat inspires confidence offshore. And confidence matters when you're running far offshore in rough conditions. For a lot of people, Everglades is one of the top brands offshore. Now breaking into the top 10, we've got the Grady-White Canyon 45.6. Grady-White built one of the strongest reputations in boating history through consistency and reliability. This boat blends luxury, fishability, and legendary ride quality into one extremely capable offshore platform. It's not built around flashy marketing, it's built around trust. And that's exactly why Grady-White owners stay loyal for decades. Now at number 9, we've got one of the most known brands, the Boston Whaler 42 Outrage. This boat completely elevated what people expected from a luxury offshore center console. The 42 Outrage blended yacht-level comfort with serious offshore fishability better than almost anyone else at the time. And of course, Boston Whaler has already built one of the strongest reputations in boating history when it came to safety and build quality. This boat became a status symbol in the offshore world. Now at number 8, we've got the SeaHunter 45 Tournament. SeaHunter built its reputation around hardcore offshore performance, and this boat takes that philosophy to another level. This is a serious long-range fishing machine, fast, efficient, and built to handle rough offshore conditions day after day. For anglers who fish far offshore a lot, SeaHunter earned enormous respect because these boats consistently delivered where it mattered most, offshore. Now at number 7 is the Contender 44 ST. Contender is one of the most respected names in offshore fishing history, and the 44 ST represents exactly why. This boat became legendary because of the fishability, simplicity, and rough water performance. It wasn't designed to impress people at the dock, it was designed to dominate offshore, and that mentality made Contender one of the most respected offshore brands ever. Now at number 6, we've got the Invincible 46 Pilot House. Invincible changed the offshore market by proving that lighter, faster boats can still handle rough water extremely well. And the 46 Pilot House became one of the boldest examples of that innovation. This boat combines speed, range, weather protection, and fishability into one absolutely hardcore offshore package. For serious long-range offshore fishing, few boats command more respect than this one. Now at number 5, we've got the SeaVee 45Z. SeaVee built its reputation around hardcore offshore performance, and the 45Z became one of the boats that perfectly captured that identity. Everything about this boat feels purposeful. The ride quality, fishability, efficiency, and layout all come together into one extremely refined offshore platform. This is one of those boats that serious offshore guys instantly respect. And even years later, the 45Z still feels ahead of its time. Now at number 4, we've got the HCB 53. When this boat launched, it completely changed how people viewed center consoles. At the time, the idea of a giant luxury center console powered by multiple outboards with super yacht level features seemed insane. But the HCB proved there was actually a massive market for that. This boat helped push the entire offshore industry toward larger and more luxurious platforms. Whether people loved it or hated it, it changed the market forever. Now at number 3 is the Yellowfin 54 Offshore. Yellowfin built its reputation around performance, speed, and hardcore offshore fishability. This boat combines incredible speed with aggressive styling and serious fishability. It's fast, capable, and instantly recognizable. For many anglers, Yellowfin represents the perfect blend of performance and prestige. Now at number 2, we've got the Valhalla V55. Valhalla entered the offshore world with massive expectations because of the Viking reputation behind the brand, and the V55 absolutely delivered. This boat combines luxury level fit and finish with hardcore offshore capability, better than almost anything else on the market. Everything about it feels premium, but underneath all that luxury is still a serious offshore fishing machine. This boat immediately became one of the most talked about offshore brands in the world. Now taking the number 1 spot, we've got the Freeman 47. For a lot of serious offshore anglers, this is the ultimate dream fishing boat. Freeman completely changed the catamaran offshore market. Before Freeman exploded in popularity, many anglers still viewed catamarans as niche boats. The Freeman 47 completely changed that. This boat became legendary because of its combination of speed, ride quality, efficiency, stability, and unbelievable rough water capability. It doesn't just handle offshore conditions well, it dominates them. And what really made Freeman iconic was how different the experience felt compared to traditional monohulls. The stability at rest, the soft ride, the efficiency, it completely changed what many offshore anglers expected from a fishing boat. Today, the Freeman 47 isn't just respected, it's become the dream boat for a huge number of serious offshore fishermen. And that's exactly why it takes the #1 spot. At the end of the day, the best offshore fishing boat depends on how you fish and what matters most to you. Some anglers prioritize luxury, others prioritize hardcore fishability, and some want pure offshore performance above everything else. But every boat on this list represents the best of what offshore boating has become. If you had to pick one boat on this list, which one are you picking? And let me know in the comments below what's your #1 offshore boat. But we hope you guys enjoyed this boating video, and we'll see you in the next Barjack's Tackle video.